thing. Okay, this is the first light. So this is a combination of vermilion with a little bit of gold oxide just to dull it down a bit because it's kind of electric looking. And you don't need too much. That's pretty much all I'll need for the whole face.
That was a vermilion and
Gold
gold
oxide.
oxide. That's right.
Yeah. And when you're doing the light on the face, again, you'll start where it's brightest. Always start in the bright spots. So his head is turned, so being a head is being round, it's pretty much this area right here is the bright spot. You know, not over here and not back here, but right there.
So right in the middle.
That's the bright spot. It's also the bright spot on his neck. On the bright spot on his hand and arm, this finger's going to be bright, not as bright, dimmer and dimmer. It's going to be really bright right across here. This knuckle's going to be the brightest because it's going to dim as it goes down. Okay. Okay, so we can start. Hey Nick, you want to the dimmer? These are what I call the sparks. This is where the light originates on the face. As it moves away from the spot, it gets dimmer. Okay? There's one spot. That's on the top.
Oh, top of it.
Whose book is this? If this was, let's see, the nose. Right there. That's the spot, okay? If you run your finger down your nose, where it stops, 2 fingers. If you run your 2 fingers where it stops, that's where the bright spot is. Top of the bulb of the nose. And this spot right here is bright. Not over here because his head's turned, but on this side. See? This eyebrow is bright right here. And on the forehead, you have to figure out where you want it. Let's see where I did it last time. Hand me one of those icons. Ah, okay. Usually a wide chunk of flesh is separated into sections. And, or lobes, like on the forehead. So, his head's turned, so that part of his eyebrow is going to be brighter than back here, so. And there's a kind of a Y that comes up, you know, from the, that's the beginning of this light will be all the way over here, but it won't be quite as bright as it is right now. But there will be sort of an echo of these things. If you want to do it, you don't have to do that. Not every icon has that, but it's nice on a male face to have a little more definition. The back of the nostril is the brightest. Top. It gets dimmer as it goes down. This gets dimmer as it goes down. This is very bright right here. The whole lower lip you can do. And the top of the chin. But not this side of the top of the chin, this side. So it's going to be bright right in here. Pretty much. Now it gets a little trickier. And you do have these little lines. I don't know if you put them on your icon or you can look at your drawing for reference, but you have little guidelines. And on this side, all the light, on this side of the cheek, all the light is coming out of this. You don't have to make it bright on that side because his head's so far turned. So the light originates there and dims as it goes down. Okay, here, well, the light on the lower part of the ear, I usually do it in 2 sections. It's a little, have you got a paper towel? Reach one back there. It can, I got just a paper towel, yeah. I got too much water on the paint.
There you go.
Thank you. I got too much water on the paint. Still too much. That brush is too wet. I want a pretty solid color. Yeah. Okay, now this part of the neck is bright. When you're highlighting the neck, the light starts up at the close to the jawline, but it arcs away slightly as it goes down. It arcs away from the chin, so it doesn't parallel the chin. It sort of arcs away from it. So that's the bright spot. Over here, the bright spot's right there. Maybe a tiny bit over there. The easiest way to do hands. Top of the knuckle, very bright. And that. See, this one's going to be the largest, this is going to be like medium, this is going to be small. Okay, for fingernails. Fingernails are brightest on the end. There's a pad underneath. There's a little joint and another joint right about there. There's a joint and there's a pad. I usually have this. You don't have to, whatever way you want to do it, but you can have that little. So. These are just the bright spots. Top of the thumb. You wouldn't be in the middle. It's on the top. Yeah, when you're doing hands, the light tends to be on the top of things. Top of the fingers, not the bottom of the fingers. So you have to figure out where this nipple's going to be. That's the top of the knuckle, you know? This might be really bright. Okay, now, this is step 1. Step 2 is you're gonna make this color transparent.